I am back on the farm in Indiana and I'm super excited. Welcome back to another Amazon selling video. The wind is now kicking up, of course, because I hit record. So hopefully this video works out all right. Either way, I am literally out on the edge of a field. When we were here before, this was soy and now it's being harvested. You can kind of see back there that like part of it isn't yet harvested, but hopefully I'll get to see it while I'm here. We are out here putting our solar to the test. It's been one day so far and it's been awesome. I love it. So this video is really kind of a mix of things. So I'm going to run you through a bunch of frequently asked questions that I get all the time, how to create a listing on Amazon, how to create a bundle listing on Amazon, as well as show you my real numbers for this month. The month is September that we're in right now. So I'm going to show you my numbers, the profit tracking that I use, as well as I have a member of my Bolo group who so thoughtfully shared a video. I wanted to ask other sellers to share videos to tell you guys like what Amazon selling is all about, because if you're on my channel you're only getting my view, and I really wanted to share all the other people that are doing it because there really are a lot of people doing it, you just don't notice them. So if you're thinking about selling on Amazon, hopefully his video is encouraging to you, and let's just jump right in. So if you didn't know, on my YouTube channel there is a community tab where I ask questions and get your feedback, or just kind of poll so that everyone can see like where everyone else is at. There's also a join function, so if you wanted to join the channel you can do that there. So recently I asked for the Q&A, like what questions you want answered, and I answered them there, but I'm also going to answer them here, as well as some of the other questions that I get asked a lot. So the first one is, what app do I use? I use the Amazon Seller app. It is free when you have an Amazon selling account. The Amazon selling account is different than the like shopping account that you use all the time. It could be the same email and all that, but it's two separate things that you sign up for. So I use the Amazon Seller app. Another question I'm often asked is about my spreadsheets. So I have spreadsheets that I show on videos. Those are ones I create specific for that shipment. I do not recommend doing those, but if you want to know how I make them, I made a video so that I can show you, so I'll post the video here. The app I use to track my profit and numbers and inventory and all that is Sellerboard. I have a link below where you get 2 months free, and at the end of the video that's what I'm going to show you, is the app for Sellerboard, where it'll show you all my numbers, my margin, my profit, all that. So stay tuned for that. So Katie asked if I keep my receipts like in the bag that they came from. So yes, I do. So I actually will keep them in there until I go through everything, because sometimes if I buy it like today and then I don't pack it up till tomorrow or the next day, then I'll obviously forget what the cost was. So I use the receipt to tell me what the cost was. So I keep the receipts until I do that, and then I have the Receipt Bank app where I just literally take a photo of the receipt and then it files it away for me and creates an Excel sheet that I can download whenever I want or at tax time. So just to piggyback off of that, so what I do every week is I'll go out shopping one day and then I'll pack it all into the truck, obviously as I'm out shopping, and then when I get home I will bring it all into the RV where I pack it up, and it kind of takes over both the living room and my dining room, which is now my office slide, so it's like a explosion of bags everywhere. So then I will pack it all up usually the next day. If it's like I go shopping on a Friday, then I'll pack it up like Sunday, because I can't take it to the UPS store anyways. So it just depends, but that's normally what I will do. And then another question I'm often asked is there a best day to source? Personally, I don't like to go on the weekends because that's when everyone else is out there. I go any day really, but no matter when you go, it's in the morning is the best. Like the earlier you can get to when the store's opening, the less people are there, and then it's just easier. Like as you get into the afternoon, like TJ Maxx and Marshalls starts to fill up around like 2. So it all just depends. Either way, there's no bad day to go sourcing. I think stores like Tuesday Morning that's how they got their name. They put their stuff out in Tuesday morning. So if they got the truck on Monday, all the new stuff was there on Tuesday. I like to go in the mornings. If you don't travel around like I do, you can actually ask your store like when they get trucks, and then if they're getting a truck on Tuesday, then maybe Wednesday's the better day to go, because then they're gonna have all the stuff out. So you can make those relationships if you want with your stores. Obviously I can't because I am in a new place all the time. Okay, this question is from Babiker. I hope I said that right, I'm sorry. So they actually have a couple questions. The first is, do I use a prep center? I used to use a prep center. I did buy some backpacks like wholesale, or distributor really, it wasn't wholesale. The wholesale is like I can buy it direct from the brand, wholesale pricing. Distributor, you add that extra layer, and so it's harder to find a profit. I did buy some backpacks from a distributor, and then I had them sent to a prep center because it was a lot of backpacks, and why touch it if I don't have to? So I did use it for that. That was last year. I haven't actually used a prep center in a long time. Another question they had was, do you need a legal name for online arbitrage? And no, you do not. You do need your legal name for ungating and getting invoices. And so that's what I go through in the guide. But for online arbitrage, like just ordering from Target or Walmart.com, you do not need any kind of legal name to be on it because you won't actually be able to submit those as an invoice. So for ungating, yes. And if you need help with ungating and toys, OTC, grocery, topicals, baby topicals, any of that, I can definitely help you out. I have my ungating guides as always. The link is here on the screen or it will be down in the description. Another question I got asked around ungating is Amazon stopping? Can you still get ungated for Q4? Yes, you can. Amazon is not stopping. I got ungated in November of 2017. I got ungated in November of 19. So I don't know what these rumors are, but you can definitely still get ungated. It might take a while longer. It was taking longer in the last couple months, but now members of my ungating groups have been getting ungated like within days. So definitely now is the time, especially with Q4 coming. And the last question from Babeaker is, how do I know how much the boxes weigh? I have a shipping scale that I bought. All my supplies are always linked below, but it's just a shipping scale. I should have brought it out here, but I didn't. And I just put the box on and weigh them. I think it's like $35. They're relatively inexpensive and so valuable because if your shipping is off, you're going to pay more either in Amazon fees or in UPS. So definitely invest in a shipping scale. Sab asked, if I see a product on sale and that barcode is not on Amazon, can I add it to Amazon? Yes, you can. You can add any product you want on Amazon. And that goes into the bundling question I get asked a lot, is like how you create bundles. Honestly, I've not really created a bundle. I know how, I know the technical, so I'll walk you through how to do it. As far as like me creating them, I have not done that yet. Creating a product on Amazon is the same way, if bundle or not. It's relatively easy. You just have to make sure that you're inputting all the right information. So how the product is going to be searched, because if it's not searched for and popping up, then the customer can't buy it and it will be for nothing. You can definitely add anything you want to Amazon. If the product already exists on Amazon, don't add it because Amazon will just combine it, and usually that's not a good way to do it. So if it already is there, list on the one. Don't try to get around it. Let me walk you through how to create a listing. So I'm already on the page, but you just go to inventory and add a product, and that will take you here. And then you just want to click here. I'm adding a product that's not currently on Amazon. So right here, you can pick a category if you want to. Here, I'll walk you through. So let's say I have clothing, it's a costume. These aren't really great costume category options. So down here, you can actually search. So I'm going to do a Halloween costume. And now all of a sudden it pops up. Is it a toy dress up costume? Sure. Yep, that's what it is. So you do need to have the UPC. So what you would do here is you just select UPC and then you would put in the UPC that's on the item. If you're creating a bundle, you'll have to buy UPCs. The only difference from creating a bundle from scratch and creating a product from scratch is really that the images of 3 things. So, I mean, or 2, or however many is in the bundle. That's the really only difference. The process is exactly the same. So we'll put in the UPC, whatever that happened to be. You want to make the product name. I highly recommend going to a product, maybe not necessarily a name brand product. Say you want to search girls dress up costumes. Find a listing that comes up that's done really well and just look to that to see how they're doing it. So you want to make sure you have all the bullet points. You want to make sure things are phrased and you have the keywords correctly. It's a lot of time and energy to doing it right, which is why I don't do it, but that doesn't mean you can't do it. I do want to get into bundle when I have more time down the road, but as far as just creating a product listing, I tried it early on when I first started selling and those things did not sell, so I just haven't tried it again. So the product name, have here little examples, Tommy Bahama, light blue, large, whatever. The brand name and the manufacturer. So this is where you really want to be careful, because if you're gated in Disney and you're trying to sell a Disney thing and you put Disney here, guess what? Now you're gated. You do want to be careful because I made that mistake. My first year, I had I think it was like a JoJo Siwa blanket thing. The listing already was there. I could sell it. So I got it from Marshall's and then it says like quality alert, fix it. It needs this. And so I just added, okay, it's by Nickelodeon. And I couldn't sell Nickelodeon at the time. And then I ended up gating myself for my own product. So you just want to make sure you don't do that. Part number, it's probably on there. It's like whatever the number. You can probably find it online too. Or you can make one up. Obviously, because I picked a costume, it has sizes and you just pick the size map and then what it is. This will not go blue yet because we're not done. So up here, you want to go to offers And then that's where you would put all your information like you would if you were listing it on an existing one. And then images. You can see if you can find images existing on the web. I don't know if that's frowned upon or not, but you can. If you have like white paper or a white background, you can take photos. You want them to look really professional. Even I use Canva now. You can use Canva and get rid of the background of something so that's just the item. And I think it's a paid feature. It's like $12 a month or something, but that's an option. I think even I've heard PowerPoint has that option now too. I don't know how to tell you to do it, but there are ways, or if you're not tech savvy with Photoshop and don't know how to get rid of the background, there are ways you can do it free or inexpensive. So I would recommend that. You want to make them professional. This is a professional listing. You want people to buy it. It can't look like you just took it in your car real fast or on the store aisle floor or whatever. So you really do want to make sure that it looks good. Also, because if it doesn't look good, Amazon will downgrade it and it won't even show up. So there's that. And that is really it. After you've added everything in, it'll then say save and finish and you are off. You've made it your bundle or your listing. Again, that's the technical, like how it's done. There's even more to it because you want to make sure you got the words and the phrases and all that. So I'm not the best person to tell you how to do that, but I mean, if you want to know the actual technical steps, that's how you do it. Now I'm going to walk you through my seller board account and why I use it to track my inventory instead of making my own sheets. Here are my real actual numbers for this month. I am not exaggerating. This is literally what it is in seller board. I finally put all my costs in, so now you can see. So I've done $5,291 in sales this month. I literally have only gone shopping once. If you saw last Sunday's video, I'll link it up here. That is the only day I went shopping. I went shopping for 7 hours and these are my numbers. Obviously there's some like leftover from when I had been shopping before that was still in inventory, but for the most part this is all that one shopping trip that I went on. So 12 hours total between packing it up, and this is what you can do. This is why I'm always saying you don't have to work full-time hours. You can do this one day a week. You can make it work for you however you want to work. Obviously if I'm shopping more often every day, all that kind of stuff, I would have a lot bigger numbers, but this is just how it goes. It comes out to like once a year actually when I'm like slow down. So last year it was like end of August, September. We were visiting New England, doing all the touristy things. I think we did like 18 states in like 2 months or something like that. So we were on the move and I was not shopping as much. Then 2 years ago in April, we were in the northern Arizona Grand Canyon and I was not shopping because literally there was nothing to shop. I was just doing that whole touristy thing. So it comes and goes. You don't have to, I mean, obviously my sales take a dip when I'm not out there shopping, but you don't have to work all the time if you don't want to. That's kind of the beauty of it. So this year it is September, which is honestly normally a slow time anyways. If I look at my past Septembers, it's always a slower month in general for retail because people are gearing up for holidays, so they're not necessarily spending. You know, I've even heard parents, Christmas is coming, so they're not buying their kids the stuff right now. And then there's also the fact that everyone just bought a bunch of stuff for back to school, so they're also not buying just yet. Obviously, everyday items people are buying. Okay, so here we have my sales, my total units, and this is again the seller board app, which is what I use. We've got shipping, that is shipping both FBM orders that I've been doing and shipping to Amazon. Then we've got the refund costs, which I had some refunds. Amazon fees, that is obviously the commission and the referral fees and all that kind of stuff when I sell. Estimated payouts, which looks good, but I haven't got to the cost of goods yet. So the next is my cost of goods. So we have $2,000 and my gross profit is right now about $1,300 for the month of September. Again, 12 hours and $1,300. So it's pretty good. Then here at the bottom, we have my month to date margin, 24%. Profit margin I'm working on, an ROI of 64%. So how you get that obviously is that I'm spending $2,000 and I'm making $1,300, so that's 60%. And then seller board even goes further and they'll forecast for you. So this is my month forecast. They're forecasting that I'm going to do $7,000. By the time you see this video, I will have shopped again because I'm going shopping tomorrow, but this video is coming out on Sunday, so I have not yet shopped, but I'll be shopping tomorrow. So it'll be 2, probably 3, because I'll probably go shopping next week also, 3 times this month. So this number will go up, but if I didn't go shopping anymore, this is what they're forecasting that I would do. So they're forecasting my gross profit off of 12 hours of work for the month of September would be $1,750. So you don't have to have a lot of time. You can do this part-time. You can get it going and then quit the job you don't like, or you just want to quit because you want to spend time at home. Whatever it is, you can definitely do it. I want to leave you with the video from Buffington from my Bolo group. He's just going to tell you how he started, what he started with, and what he recommends as a new seller.
Hey Nikki and Bolo family. Wow, what a great day. Had a great day sourcing, had a lot of fun, and I tell you, I really appreciate this group and the contributions everyone makes to the group. I've been selling on Amazon for about 2 years. I bankrolled everything. I never took any money out. I started with 300, and then after a couple of weeks I put 200 more in, so I was 500 in, and I just kept that rolling. Every time I'd get a payout, continue buying, sending, feed the beast. I enjoy Amazon. I'm also on eBay and a couple of other platforms, but I just like the thrill of the chase. It's a lot of fun to me. I think for new sellers, good advice would be document everything. Take your pictures. It's tiresome, you don't want to do it, but you need to do that. It's very important just in case you do get an IP claim. I got one literally the first week my account was open. All the pictures and receipts and whatnot, that got my account reinstated in about 48 hours. So it's very important. Also, I think it's important to get ungated as soon as you can. You don't have to, but it could take you a year or longer to get auto-approved, for certain products and, brands, categories, subcategories. And if you think of the possible profit potential over, the course of many months, it could be a huge difference in how fast you can scale. I've been doing it, my wife and I enjoy doing it, and we get to travel a little bit and just have a good time. There's, really nothing like being able to call your own shots, and I enjoy it. Again, appreciate this group. I wish all of you the best of luck and happy hunting.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you need any help, definitely let me know, and I will see you back here for another Amazon selling video.